Lilac93 from YouTube. Welcome to Attackalism of the Show.
Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Hello everybody, welcome to Attack of the Show! TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. How can you follow up the webcam girl? Like,
I will try.
it's totes downhill from here. I'm Kevin Pereira, joining me today, the lovely, the talented Sarah Underwood!
We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
With a spin. On the show today, Kunal Nair from The Big Bang Theory will be here live. And we're going to find out what he wants from Santa. Hint, it's meth. It's tragic, actually. And the leveling up of Candace Bailey continues today when her vision quest takes her to Mistress January's dominatrix school. Give me a second. That's great. Latex, leather, and a slave in just a bit.
You want to get your hands out of your pockets, Kev?
Nope.
Plus, the holiday gift guide continues with a compact tablet running Android. That's a 7-inch touchscreen. Is it an iPad killer? We will find out. And the loophole report on the cyberwar that's broken out. Anonymous is running around on their light cycles, screwing up the web to protest what's happening with Wikileaks. But right now, let's run down the top 5 things on the web.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's drunk with power.
I know.
Enchanted.
I know. Our senior citizens are a national treasure. They provide a living link to our past and can offer great wisdom in times of need.
True, and as our number 5 video shows, they can still bump and grind, even in their golden years. Senior sandwich. Oh, and that wrinkled rave, the E isn't for ecstasy, it's for ensure.
The wrinkled rave.
Whoa, the wrinkled rave, I'd go to that. Is it gonna be foam? Sweet. And hard candy. Sorry, go on. What?
Oh, God, that was extremely unpleasant, right?
Yeah, it was.
Not as bad.
I mean, it was hilarious and unpleasant.
Believe it or not, it is not as bad as the clip you are about to see.
Oh, no. Prepare to have horrible dance music screw your ears while an old man humps your eyeballs.
Ew.
All right. That wasn't the number 4. We just wanted to ruin your day. I know decades from now I'm going to be thankful for Viagra. Not so much right now, though. Kidding. Today's number 4 comes to us from choreographer John Jacobson. Any fans here? Yeah.
Well, Mr. Jacobson has built a career on choreographing dance moves to his innocuous self-written songs. Why? We still don't know.
No, but we do know that when you take the lessons on their own, it makes for a great around the net.
5, 4. Burst both hands. Up, punch, across. Crank, crank, stay down. Shoulder, chin, shoulder, and tap. Double dream hands, and butterfly. Double dream hands, freestyle. Make a tight group. Punch.
Whoa!
They just missed
The double
best.
dream
We
hands.
were both doing it.
Yeah, no, they didn't miss
You missed
anything.
it.
I would buy Dance Central for the Connect if that dude was in it.
I know. I got tired just watching that guy.
Right?
How does he have the energy to keep up that ghoulish grin?
I don't know. I think his blood is like 12% caffeine and 4% something that rhymes with cocaine.
Now it's time time to head to the land of the oppressed and home of the downtrodden, Russia.
Oh, poor Russia. Russians are always finding innovative and new ways to distract themselves from the reality of their miserable existence. Hence the new sport of bungee sledding. Yeah.
Please, please, please don't try this at home.
Yeah, or anything else you see Russians doing, for that matter.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
None of it.
Мы в тебя верим! Ноги вверх! Раз, два, три!
We so rarely show a video that goes right on this show. I was like, is she going to hit the building? There was 30 ways that could have ended.
Yeah, well,
to be on our
there
show.
were about 12 different ways that girl could have died.
True, true. By the way, that wasn't snow, that was fallout.
So 13.
13 ways she could have died,
yeah.
yes.
Well, truth be told, the internet was not so great today. We got 4 videos that we were showing, but we need 5 for Around the Net.
That is true. Then we thought, hey, remember that dog we found yesterday, the salsa dancing one? Yeah. Remember us getting down to the irresistible Latin rhythms of La Excelencia? Yeah. We thought that video was great, so he's back today, but we put a hat on him. We did it.
So cute. Just as wonderful today as it was yesterday.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I think you mean more wonderful. I don't know if you noticed, the dog in that video had a hat on it.
Well,
We put it there. I don't know if you remember that. We did
okay.
that.
Just more wonderful. Still ahead, a Star Trek birthday.
Yes, see a Klingon get pwned. And our number 1 ATN. Stay right there. We'll stay here. That's how this works. Oh, you want the number 1 too?
I want it. Give it to me.
I'm gonna give it to her. Our number 1 video today is in honor of the birth of Lieutenant Worf, everybody. It's true. Many, many hundreds of shut-ins, people, all pretend that he will be born 330 years from now on this day, December 9th, 2340. It's a big day.
This mega cut of scenes from The Next Generation proves that for a Starfleet security officer raised in a warrior culture, he sure got his Klingon ass handed to him a lot.
Happy birthday, Worf, son of Moog. And Mistress January. I like what you did there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Watch the package.
Yeah.
Before joining the team, I was sent on a spiritual journey, a vision quest to find out what it means to be a part of Attack of the Show.
Because it's not just enough to know about technology, sci-fi, cars, guns, and fetish porn. You gotta live it and breathe it.
Let's face it, we all need a firm hand to instill order and dish out a little punishment from time to time. And here at Mistress January's Playhouse, we're gonna learn how to do it the hard way.
But I didn't give you permission to speak, did I?
Mistress January is a trained dominatrix who runs Studio Underground, a playground for people to experiment with bondage, explore kinky fetishes, and anything else you can dream up. Can you tell me about BDSM? What is the appeal?
The appeal is erotic power exchange. Somebody is the dominant position and someone is the submissive position, and there's an energetic exchange between the two. People come to me with all sorts of various needs. I try to fulfill them within my capacity and push their boundaries and design experiences.
So what's the setup for today? What am I going to learn?
All sorts of things, but first, we need to get you changed into a more domineering outfit.
In order to become a dominatrix, you have to dress like one. That means skin-tight latex and lots of lube. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Yeah. The tools.
Tools of the trade.
Yes. Now this is the bondage section, right?
This is the bondage section.
Okay.
These are a different variety of bondage cuffs that you can restrain someone with, either with double-ended snaps, or you can use ropes to tie them with the furniture.
Now this is this a type of whip?
It's a type of whip. It's called a flogger.
Okay.
This one has more of a thuddy sensation. This one is more of like the beginner's whip.
Yeah.
And it's more of a figure 8 motion.
This, I need to know, what is this?
Okay. This is called a rooster cage. It's not for us. It's for the boys.
Well, can we go play?
Yeah, let's go try out some skills.
Okay.
This is wonderful for people to bend over and present themselves. Traditionally, you bend over that way and then you hold onto the handlebars and you put your feet right up on the other set of bars.
No, don't.
Don't what?
Don't hit me.
Say please.
Please. Please don't hit me.
That bad.
I know what this is.
Stripper pole.
Yes.
I use it for better reasons.
What do you use this for?
I like to have boys dress up in ballerina skirts and dance around for me.
Okay, January, this is our final setup. Now, what's going on here?
We're about to start our scene, which is our playtime. This is where we learn to role play.
Awesome.
So I'll give you these, and you can start off with some basic bondage.
Okay.
Now you ready to put your skills to work?
Yes.
First is spanking. You want to spank with a slightly cupped hand and an upward motion. This is a good way to warm someone up for some of what comes next, which for us will be paddles and floggers. So let me grab those for you.
I'm just gonna keep on doing this.
Flogging we're gonna do in figure 8 motion.
Okay.
If you're right-handed, we'll go like this. Then we're gonna aim for her butt. Good start.
How are you doing, Sybil?
I'm doing good.
How am I doing?
You're doing very well, ma'am.
Awesome. So truthfully, how do you think I've done today?
I think you're doing really, really well. So I brought you a present as your graduation gift.
What?
One of my favorite slaves for you to play with.
How do you like that? Of course! Chris, what are you doing here?
I work with you. You know I've been bad.
Your mouth got you in trouble. Now you can wear your latex panties.
What? I was just.
What? I'm gonna keep it up a little bit. You have it, bad boy, Chris. You like that? Well, I've learned 2 things today. A little pain goes a long way, and Chris Gore is a kinkster.
Yes, Goddess.
Don't call me that.
Keep going.
I'm done.
I'm sorry. The show must go on. We had to end that video at some point.
She hasn't even officially started. Poor girl.
Poor girl. Still ahead, hackers are taking on Amazon and credit card companies in the name of Wikileaks. You'll get all the details in the loop.
And later, Kunal Nair from the Big Bang Theory will be here live. Floggers may or may not be involved. Stick around. For some reason, this kid sees the need to pick up his skateboard and twirl it around. What happens next? Does the board hit him in the face? Does it hit him in the nuts? Or does he just lose his grip on the board? Find out when we return. For some reason, this kid sees the need to pick up his skateboard and twirl it around. What happens next? Does the board hit him in the face? Does it hit him in the nuts? Or does he just lose his grip on the board? You should probably stick to standing on the skateboard. He got hurt. Hey, folks, we have a present for you.
We do. It's our holiday gift guide.
And I'm not going to lie, we didn't spend anything on it. Happy holidays.
Until now, you've had two choices for a tablet computer.
Yes, the iPad or not have a tablet. But now there's a third choice. Samsung saved the coolest product in their Galaxy line for last. Introducing the Tab. This super thin and light tablet has a 7-inch touchscreen and runs on Android 2.2, so browsing the web or downloading apps is just a few taps away. Plus, the dual cameras allow you to video conference or take pictures, there's support for flash sites, and microSD expandable storage, all for 600 bones.
Now, the Tab is actually smaller than we thought it would be. It's only 7.5 inches across. It's about half an inch thick, which is as thick as the iPad. And it's heavier than it looks, a little under a pound.
Yeah.
The iPad weighs about 1.5 pounds. So what do you think of the design, Kev?
I think your comment about the weight is spot on. It looks so much smaller than the iPad that when I picked it up, I thought, oh, it's heftier than I wanted it to be. I do like that they crammed a camera on the front and back. The carbon fiber backing on it is a nice touch. As you can see, it gets a little smudge-like. And then, the producer was like, oh, you could totally put in your back pocket. And I was like, oh, yeah, this won't fit in the back pocket. But hold on, sexy demonstration time. It totally does.
Oh!
So you're going to be, hey, guys, I'm just Galaxy tabbing. You do have to walk. You kind of have to have, like, you look like a total douche bucket with, like, the tablet. You can always tell when someone's got a Galaxy in their pocket.
What's douche bucket is
the
that
tab,
walk,
or the
Kev?
what was that?
What's douche bucket is that walk you
That's what I was saying, yeah. But you cannot walk normally with a tab in your pocket.
Yeah.
There's no way to do it.
Samsung's Galaxy phones have some of the best touchscreens in the business. So how do they compare to the Tab?
It's only okay, really. The responsiveness of the touchscreen is hit or miss. Sometimes it works exactly like you want it to. Those are the times it hits. Other times it feels really slow. That would be a miss. That said, you'll get used to it. There's support for multi-touch, as you're seeing. And we like the Android 2.2 experience on the larger 7-inch screen, which is cool. It's got a 1024 by 600 resolution, which is good. But we wish it was Super AMOLED like other Galaxy devices. That would really give a screen the resolution and the crispness that you expect from a tab. I mean, this isn't a phone. This is supposed to be a little bit better experience.
Right. Well, is it fast when launching games and apps?
Yes, launching them, absolutely. It actually usually beats the iPad or other mobile devices when it comes to launching apps like Angry Birds. The problem is that once those apps are launched, they tend to run slower than the cell phone or the iPad equivalent. We're not really sure why. It could be a RAM issue, but it's there. You'll get into the app quicker. The actual performance kind of suffers.
Okay. And arguably, the internet experience is one of the most important parts of any tablet.
Well, let's argue about it.
Okay. Well, how did the Tab do?
Actually, not so well. That's the problem. The browser on this thing, which should be, I think, again, you're right, arguably the most important application and experience here, it seems sluggish. It's not very responsive to the touch, especially when you're trying to load flash sites, which should be a big deal in the whole Android versus iPad argument. It needs to be improved with a software upgrade because right now, it's not anywhere close to the experience of an iPad. And as you're seeing here, the Droid X, the cell phone, is actually faster loading g4tv.com/AOTS, the Attack of the Show website. The cell phone is faster than the Tab. What? I'm not really that upset about it, but it is kind of crazy.
Yeah. The Tab is compatible with all the Android apps in the marketplace, which is nice.
Yes, and that means they'll load pretty quick because they've all been optimized for mobile phones. The Tab should be more powerful. The catch is that not many of them are optimized for the tablet experience, so there's not like a high-def version of these applications right now that'll take advantage of the larger resolution. On the iPad side of things, there's the iPad Plus apps. Those give you the high-def graphics and whatnot. That does not exist for Android as of yet.
Well, how's the quality of both the front and back cameras.
Oh, they're not bad. They're not bad. You're fine with the sexting and whatnot. 3-megapixel camera on the back takes relatively good pictures, and it has a flash, as you can see. The 1.3-megapixel front-facing camera is more than adequate enough to handle video conferencing, and it's nice that it has that feature. I mean, it's something that the iPad should definitely have had out of the gate, so kudos to the Tab for having it.
But is there expandable storage?
Yes, but you can only get up to 34 gigs. It feels like everything with this device is yes, but 2 gigs of internal memory, and it comes with a 16-gig micro SD card. Look at that thing right there. Card porn. But the slot will only support up to 32 gigs, so keep that in mind.
Why is everything sexual with you?
Because I'm a pervert.
Okay, then. Well, it is only $600, and you'll have to pay $20 a month for 1 gig of data on Verizon. But at least it's without a contract.
That is true.
Is it a buy? Don't buy?
It's a don't buy.
Oh.
Well, all right, angry graphic. The overall user experience needs some work, especially the browser, and the pricing really isn't all that competitive. If you want a tablet this holiday season, pick up the Wi-Fi iPad for $500 or the 3G version for $630. Now, I know all the fanboy tweets are coming at me, and that's fine. Bring it on, internets. I will say, I want a competitor to the iPad. I really wanted this device to beat it. And I want Android because I'm a fan of open source. I'm a fan of open software.
Sure.
I want Android to be that competitor. Unfortunately, the Tab just isn't it as of yet. But right now, Sarah, you're going to improve their intelligence stat, aren't you?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
It's time to start the feed.
See?
Get ready to be learned. It's Thursday, December 9th, and here are your top stories. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg is giving away part of his internet fortune to charity. While the social network may have painted him as a jerk, the real Zuck is determined to prove he's a good guy, and he's donating the majority of his billions to charity as proof. The social networking CEO is the latest billionaire to join Bill Gates and Warren Buffett's Giving Pledge initiative, which already includes the likes of George Lucas and Michael Bloomberg. And by the way, Zuck, if you would like to donate any of your billions to me, I would be more than happy to take them for you. Seriously, give me. PS3 owners are having a nerdgasm. Game developer Naughty Dog has just announced Uncharted 3: Drake's Deception. The game is the latest installment in what is arguably the PS3's most acclaimed franchise. And according to Entertainment Weekly, the game will take place in the Arabian Desert and feature gameplay upgrades including, quote, enhanced backwards climbing and the ability to fight multiple enemies at once. Go to g4tv.com/Uncharted for the teaser trailer and screenshots. For the first time ever, a commercial spaceflight has returned from low orbit. To put that in layman's terms, a private company has launched a spacecraft into orbit and brought it back safely. The Dragon, a spaceship built by SpaceX, was used to test a new commercial launch system that could send supplies to NASA space stations or just send rich people on a Cosmos ride. Either way, it's the first time for a non-profit company and not a national, or for a for-profit company, excuse me, and not a national government has safely made a return trip from space. And finally, it's time for FARC news. The new teaser trailer for the third live-action Transformers film has been released. Woohoo! And director Michael Bay promises that there won't be dorks in it. The new clip from Transformers Dark of the Moon shows astronauts discovering an Autobot ship crashed on the moon. But the big story is that Collider.com did an interview with Bay, and he claims that the, quote, dorky comedy from the second film will be gone. Hopefully this means no jive-talking robots. Seriously, people, did we learn nothing from Jar Jar Binks? Nothing. I'm Sarah Underwood, and guess what? Guess, you've just been fed.
Folks, a cyber war is raging right now. Wikileaks servers are falling back to the recesses of the web, and hackers are striking back. You should probably take the red pill. It's the loop. Joining me from San Francisco to help us make sense of it all, Chief Political Correspondent for CNET, Declan McCullough joins us again on the loop. How are you, sir?
Hi there, quite well.
Thank you for taking a break from DDoSing the entire internet to talk to us. We appreciate it. The WikiLeaks story took a major turn yesterday when Anonymous declared cyber warfare on MasterCard, Visa, PayPal, a whole bunch of websites. They're basically attacking anybody who's cutting off ties with WikiLeaks. But it seems that the mainstream media doesn't seem to understand that Anonymous and WikiLeaks aren't the same organization. Do you feel like 4chan and Anonymous are becoming a problem for WikiLeaks?
Well, besides Julian Assange, I mean, WikiLeaks is an anonymous organization, and Anonymous is an anonymous organization, so we really can't expect the media to be all that intelligent about this, of course. In reality, I think you're right. Some of these things are lost. I mean, Anonymous has been around a while. They started, as far as I can remember, going after the Church of Scientology, and then they went after the Australian government, trying to DDoS some of their sites. So some of this is being lost. I mean, reporters don't specialize in this, and so it gets a little confused sometimes. The better reporters will correct themselves once they figure this out.
Sure, but Declan, do you think that Assange is wasting these sort of precious PR minutes when he gets to come up from air out of jail to say, hey, we aren't anonymous, we aren't these hackers, WikiLeaks isn't a hacking organization? Do you think that's working against him?
Well, it's keeping WikiLeaks in the news, and I think that helps him. I mean, he's on his way to becoming maybe the first internet martyr. I mean, Dmitry Sklerov and Elcomsoft and at DEF CON a few years ago came close. But if he does get extradited to the U.S., he's going to have a lot of people who are going to be marching in the streets in support of him. So WikiLeaks came out with a statement this morning on their website. It was very carefully worded. It was by their current spokesman, not Assange, saying we don't really endorse what Anonymous is doing, but we don't really oppose it either. It was nicely done.
Right.
But I don't think it really is going to have that much of a long-term impact. I mean, what's going to keep WikiLeaks in the news is the steady drip and drip every day of cables. They've only released about 1,000 so far. That's 249,000 to go.
Right. Declan, what's the goal of Anonymous, or do they have a goal other than sort of causing mischief and trying to hack these WikiLeaks associated sites?
Well, I mean, it's if you want to take an optimistic or a generous view of the goals, it would be to support free speech and punish people they perceive to be enemies of free speech. In reality, I mean, a lot of the folks involved in this are 14 or 16. The Dutch kid who was arrested last night, the Dutch authorities announced today, was 16 years old. I mean, it's kind of pranksterism. I mean, if I were 14 or 16, I'd probably be doing the same thing right now. So it's mischief making, but it's also mischief making with a point.
Do you think they're making that point, though, or is it getting lost in the shuffle? Like, I'm certain they can order a bunch of pizzas to Amazon headquarters, but is that going to deliver a message in the media?
Yeah, it probably is being lost in the shuffle. I mean, right now, in the last few hours, you've seen on Twitter different people claiming to be spokesmen or representatives of Anonymous saying, no, we're the real Anonymous. No, we're the real Anonymous. It is getting lost a little. But, I mean, it's also forcing some of these It's forcing the U.S. government to maybe be a bit more in the defensive. Eric Holder, the Attorney General, announced today that, yeah, we're looking into this. What he didn't say, and could have said, and probably should have said, is, well, WikiLeaks was also attacked when it was on U.S. servers about a week and a half ago. It was a target of a DDoS attack, and you know, the DOJ and FBI weren't exactly sending out press releases saying we're going to look into who's responsible for that DDoS attack.
Right. They didn't have a problem when it affected them, of course. What's the poison pill insurance plan that WikiLeaks has out there? What is that all about?
We have a few hints, but nothing confirmed. So what this is a 1.2 gigabyte document that WikiLeaks posted in, I think it was late July. And the file name is insurance, and it's encrypted with a 256-bit key AES. We don't know what's in it.
So basically,
we're just waiting for the passphrase.
A giant file filled with all sorts of goodies that could take down corporations or governments. It's all encrypted, so no one can get to it. If they release that pill, well, then what for WikiLeaks? Are they going to keep smuggling, getting secrets smuggled on Lady Gaga CDs, or do they not have anything left going forward?
Well, I mean, keep in mind that it could be a bluff. It could be random noise. We don't know what's in it. It's a very nice bluff, and if I were the feds, I wouldn't want to call it. But WikiLeaks has said that we have lots of other documents. I mean, all of the documents that they have been allegedly provided, released this year, were allegedly provided to them by Bradley Manning. And so they've been getting a lot of other stuff over the last year that is not Manning related. And so that's going to be in the queue. Julian Assange said it's in the queue. He's already already mentioned a bank that seems to be Bank of America, that they're going to publish documents early next year. I think he actually wants to broaden the scope of WikiLeaks to not just be we're anti-U.S. government or anti-Pentagon. I mean, there are lots of other governments that deserve to be embarrassed and have their secrets posted.
Absolutely. And it'll be brilliant if it turns out to be 1.6 gigs of just like /B images. Just hentai, animated Sailor Moon images. They'd have the last laugh. Declan, thank you so much. Declan from CNET, everybody. Mr. McCullough, thank you for keeping us in the loop. We appreciate it. Right now, let's go over to Sarah.
Stay tuned. Kunal Nair from The Big Bang Theory will be here live.
The feed is brought to you by Golden Sun Dark Dawn. Unleash epic powers in Golden Sun Dark Dawn. Rated everyone 10 and up.
Wrong tonight. Attack will come again.
Rat Man! Joining me now, ladies and gentlemen, Kunal Nair is back. That's their job. That's their job to show the love for you. Oh, the guns. Those are some members-only guns today.
I know. This is my schoolboy outfit.
It's sharp. I like it.
Because girls always get to be like, you know, schoolgirls.
Schoolgirls.
And then all the men who are watching this show.
Where did you go to school again? Where is this? What school is this?
This is just the school of cool.
Good to know.
That rhymes. Oh my God.
That's how cool that school is, man.
Look at us.
The curriculum is awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Colorful socks, tie.
Really, we didn't
Yours is broader than mine, but
we should have called to coordinate. We didn't need to, I guess.
That's okay. America and India, all one.
How are you? See,
Nice
we can get along, everybody. Can get along. After the show, we can go play Girl Talk and Mall Madness and talk about our feelings or something.
I don't know what that means, but
great. I don't either. Working on Big Bang, just from that one clip, like you must know an amount about superheroes and nerdy things that did you ever want to know that much about superheroes? And
I don't know if anyone wants to know that much about superheroes. But,
well, the people watching probably do. But
yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, no offense to anyone.
No, plenty of offense. Take it, nerds.
Some 14-year-old in his basement is gonna get up on a roof with a sniper.
First of all, he's 40 in his basement.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, hold on, let's not argue about Green Lantern right now. They're making fun of us.
I have to, in the next episode, I have to wear an Aquaman outfit. And it's funny because Raj hates Aquaman.
You hate Aquaman, yeah.
Because, you know, he's not, and I have to adorn this huge pink horse. Why
do you have
the seahorse is pink, right? My rendition is. And it's awful because I want to be Green Lantern or something cool, but I have to be Aquaman. And so I learned that Aquaman is not very cool.
Do you personally like Aquaman, or do you think he's uncool in real life?
He's kind of uncool.
He talks to fish.
He talks to fish, and also, where does he like do his private business? Underwater? Like, I don't understand. Like, that just is weird to me, right?
Yeah, no. It's him and a sea cucumber in a lonely cave somewhere. That's how I imagine it goes down.
Exactly. Oh.
You yourself, in terms of in the realm of nerdery, when it comes to gaming, are you more a real life gamer? Do you enjoy the games of skill and chance and luck?
Yeah.
Or do you like the
gambling?
Xbox?
Are you asking me if I like to gamble?
Pretty much.
My parents aren't
in the
watching
most
this,
pathetic roundabout way, I'm asking you that. Yes.
I enjoy gambling. I enjoy gambling a little bit here and there when I go to Las Vegas. But, you know, I do like video games, I have to be honest. Yeah? I love video games. I love, like, all the games that you get to shoot and kill people and stuff.
So 90% of them?
That sounded so bad. No, I meant, like everything that, like, even like sports games, I love sports games because I'm not obviously athletic enough to be an athlete, so that's like sort of me trying to be
live
cool.
out the fantasy.
Yeah, and being in Vegas is like, I don't even know what any of that stuff means sometimes. I'll be in Vegas and I'll say, I'm a high roller, you know, just to be cool. And it doesn't...
I just imagine you walking through the circus. Excuse me, I'm a high roller.
I'm a high roller,
here.
exactly.
Move out of the way.
Everyone is staring at me because I'm so cool. They're like, who's that weird Indian guy, man? He's not even speaking English.
What do you play when you go to Vegas?
I like to play roulette and craps, you know, just because it's fun. Yeah.
See, craps. Now, are you the guy that's blowing on the dice and yelling weird stuff?
I'm always saying snake eyes. You know, because it's in that movie, right? Don't you blow it? And I don't know. In every movie,
do you yell snake eyes? Is snake eyes good in craps?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. The probability of getting two of the dice to have one eye on them is very high. It's very low. So Could you tell I'm an actor? I play a nerd on television, a smart guy on television, but I can't do math to save my life.
But do you really tackle Vegas hard? Are you like blackout nights kind of rough?
I did fall asleep I woke up at a bus stop one time. The last time...
With a dude named Snake Eyes?
Yeah, exactly. No, I woke up at the last thing I remember is being at 5:30 in the morning, being at the craps table, and the waitress comes by and I say, I'll have a Bud Light or some sort of light beer, you know.
Breakfast beer.
Yeah, some breakfast. And she's like, honey, when the cocktail waitress in Vegas tells you that you should go to bed, it's time to go to bed. Exactly. So I'm walking back to my room, and I'm like, oh God, and I see the exit sign and saying I haven't seen the daylight in a long time, and it's the sun's coming out, and that's the last thing I remember. I wake up at a bus stop right outside the exit sign.
You're the reason that pamphlet has the sun setting into the ocean. Yeah, when the fun stops,
exactly.
Here you go.
And no one was staring at me. Everyone thought it was normal.
That's Vegas,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
there was a bus stop, and people were hustling and bustling, trying to get to work, and luckily I was. I woke up with one missing shoe though.
It's a high roller thing. That's how they dress.
I think I tipped someone my shoe. I ran out of money. I tipped someone my shoe.
If you're losing all your money in Vegas, you can't afford a shoe. What would you like to ask Santa for Christmas? If he were to deliver, what's the one thing? Because I mean, you are a high roller. You can probably have whatever you want.
Yeah, well, that's not completely true. I'm not Mark Zuckerberg, but you know, I would. That wasn't a joke. That was serious, you know.
No, he really isn't Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I really am not.
So it's like, wait a minute, take off that tie.
Yeah,
I bet you on Facebook.
Take off your makeup and show us that white skin underneath your face. No, but I seriously, I would like a lightsaber. A Jedi lightsaber. I don't want to be part of the Empire, so.
No, so you want like the authentic.
I don't have one, and every time I go
not the plastic Halloween kind, right?
You know, at Comic-Con they sell the real replicas, but I can't leave my hotel room in Comic-Con anymore, yeah, because the show's so popular there. So, and Rick, who's been watching this in his basement, is probably looking for me now for the show at Comic-Con. But no, I'd like a lightsaber. So if anyone, do you guys have one?
You know, it's weird. I don't normally get like Oprah moments on the show. I wake up every day and think, God, I wish I were Oprah.
You guys don't give away stuff on the show?
Well, we do today.
You do today?
We do today. We actually have a little something for you. Santa Stormtrooper, come on out.
No!
You're joking! Hold on, no. We made a call.
You're joking.
I'm not even kidding. Open it up. Get in there. We made a call to Skywalker Ranch. No joke. They overnighted us.
Don't mess around.
Open it on up. If it were a pogo stick, that'd be really crappy of us.
No way!
Yeah. It's all ready to go. Take her for a test spin. Get on in there.
No way!
Yeah, you can take her for a test drive.
I should have said I wanted a Porsche or something, dude. What the hell?
And we'd have been like, here's a model car. Thanks for coming on.
Wait, does it light up?
It totally does, yeah. There's a...
Okay. This is awesome! Thank you so much.
Show, man. Okay, all right. Kunal Nair, everybody. FYI, not responsible for any severed limbs. Sliced up younglings. You guys can catch The Big Bang Theory on CBS tonight. Kunal Nair, let him hear it because he will murder you. Stick around, Break Moments is coming up.
That's awesome.
Thank you, sir, for coming on.
That's so cool. I was joking. I had no idea.
In the 80s, there was Members Only, the clothing brand that made people feel like they were part of some special secret society. Today, only Twilight has that effect on people. But hey, at least there's Jack Threads, an online community with a selection of brands that offer daily sales to look through. With lines like Fresh Jive, Entree Lifestyle, and MG Black Label, the site offers its members daily notifications of 4 new sales from top brands. Each sale lasts 2 to 4 days, offering you deals up to 51% off. So you can get that $10 to $15 t-shirt deal in good taste, of course. There's also a range of accessories from watches and shades to bags and kicks, but best of all, they've got the G4 hookup. Just sign up at jackthreads.com/AOTS and you'll receive instant access and a $10 credit. Plus, the first 50 people to sign up from this URL will get a free t-shirt. So what are you waiting for? Start styling and profiling at jackthreads.com. Coming up tomorrow on AOTS, my new co-host, Candace Bailey, embarks on her AOTS Vision Quest and will bring you a behind-the-scenes photo shoot and her visit to a dominatrix. Then we review the fastest and most expensive gaming PC we've ever covered on the Gadget Prawn Holiday Gift Guide. And Chris Gore joins Alessandra Torresani to review new Blu-ray releases including Inception, Twilight Eclipse, and Caprica. See it tomorrow. show today.
Real big.
We're still not done, folks. The people that you're about to meet in break moments, they're all getting coal.
Up the butt.
How'd you say that again?
Up the butt. What? Is there something funny about that?
No, well, yes, but...
That's how I speak.
So sorry to offend you, Sarah, and your delicate feminine sensibilities.
Come on now.
That's how I say it.
Read the freaking. Read the freaking.
Whoa! What happened between, like, what happened in the last 15 minutes?
It just comes out sometimes. Like, I just, yeah.
All right. No need to beat around the bush. Here's a guy getting kicked in the nads about 63 times.
63 times.
Come on.
They saved the ninja for last.
I know that guy. Horse. I know him.
What, the guy who was getting kicked?
Yeah, his name's Horse.
I'm sure his voice is
I've
now.
seen him be kicked in the balls live, in person.
This week's rating system is pregnant strippers, everybody. How many are we giving them?
5 out of 5.
There it is.
How do they? Why would they do this to themselves? I just don't understand.
They do it for you, Sarah. Do it for you.